crack. Open the cold one with the crew. RJ bringing brews, AP got the screw. Midwest vibes, current quants, yeah we grinding. Sales of Fox and Morse, keep your minds rewinding. Across the state, spread the word, that's how we do. From the grass to the cans, always something new. Raise your glasses, cheers to the cherry sauce. And every sip, till the stories evolve.
Hear news blowing up, hear the chatter.
Midwest Beer Show, race in the cloud. Born on the mic with the passion and blast. Dave Z's got the knowledge for an history fast.
Yeah. What is up, everybody? Back for another Midwest Beer Show on this special edition, July 2nd, Thursday night, ahead of the 250th of the country. So good stuff there. And we got some beer news and stuff for you guys. We got some beers to share that we're going to be drinking, and kick back, relax. Let us know what you're drinking. Put some comments in the comments section. I always want to have that conversation going. But great to see you again, my friend, post surgery. As you now have the other extremity being handled there. So
it's not fun. We were talking before. The pain's getting to me there. So we'll see. It's all bruised and battered right now. I didn't think the scar was going to be that big, but that's going to be a nice size scar. It's weird. I've had rotator cuff surgery on my other arm, and there are 3 tiny little incisions. This is going to be like a 3-inch gouge here.
Yeah. But nobody called the police on Ruby for elder abuse, right?
No.
It was actual surgery.
Yeah. Or the dog. As soon as I get home, she's like slapping me. And of course, she slaps me in this arm. I'm like, get away from me.
What's up, Ethan? Cheers, my friend. Great to see you. Happy July 2nd. Happy pre-holiday night as we do the special release here and kind of get into some stuff. I'm actually going to, it's been so hot. You're hot. I'm hot.
Oh, it's hot.
Cincinnati's hot. Chicago's hot. Today it was like 95 and they put feels like 99 or whatever. It's just like, so I'm going to actually start with a cream ale because cream ale is a nice little smoother style to beat the heat. And it's going to be my last one here from Wolf's Ridge, and it's going to be a look at their Daybreak. It is their coffee vanilla cream ale. Wolf's Ridge does some very nice beers. If you ever get a chance to check them out, I definitely can't recommend them enough. They're up in the, I believe, up in the Cleveland area. So shout out to Ginger Yeti, who's up there doing the Beer Tube thing, who I'll actually see next week down in Louisville, where we're having a few people getting together, and we're going to be doing some visits to some of the breweries, and that should be a good time. I'll share some of those details later on in the show as well. But looking forward to catching up with a few of the fellas and getting out there and doing that.
Yeah.
And
I'm going to crack open from Indiana Sun King. This is their GFJ India Pale Ale. I'm not going to judge it too harshly because looking at the can, Best Buy, and it's 2025. So, Benny's, you messed up. You messed up in the mix. No, I messed up. I should have looked at it. I should have looked at the date before I put it in the mix pack. But I'm like, I've never seen this at Benny's. It's got to be new. And shame on me.
Well, we always say check the date.
Yeah. My arm's in a sling. It was hard to do. So
yeah. Listen, send them a note. You're taking advantage of the disabled here. Put the date on stuff. Rotate your beers in and out as they need to be.
Smells good. I mean, it's definitely. If it's that old in an IPA, I'm not expecting a lot of bitterness. It's probably going to taste maltier, but let's give it a whirl. Decent. I mean, I'd like to try it fresh. So,
yeah, hard to kind of stand out right now, I'm sure, since it was there for a bit. But you still get like some piney or resin quality.
Getting a little pine. Definite like West Coast bitterness. Like you definitely taste the bitterness here. Trying to see if it has the IBUs listed on the can. It does not, but definitely old school West Coast. Not crystal clear, but definitely not hazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's part of my physical therapy, lifting a beer up to the camera. Shit.
12-ounce curls count, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one comes in at 5% ABV. It is 14 IBU, as noted on the can. And I know the dates were good. It was this last one was kind of smudged a little bit, but they give you the good details on here. This was actually a World Cup winner. And also, I think it won some of the Great American Beer Fest too. So I'm taking a look here at the back of the can. And yeah, it's very solid. Nice coffee, nice vanilla. You get a little bit of a spice note off the coffee part of it, and smooth and cream, just like you'd expect a cream ale to be. Nice, refreshing quality. So
nice summer beer.
Yeah. Start getting some of the bigger beers here in a bit as well. But yeah, so July 4th upcoming. Talk a little bit of stuff about that and everything. I'll ask you, we'll ask some of the viewers out here. July 4th, what are you putting in your 6-pack?
Hard to say, it depends. It's so hot here. We're not hanging out. We're not going outside. There's no barbecues. It's just too hot. So I don't know. I'm going to make a run tomorrow and, see what I could find in my travels, but I'm probably going to do something, a little lighter. I grabbed at Costco their Kolsch that's just fantastic. So that's a nice, easy drinking one. Maybe get something bourbon barrel aged just as a nightcap because it's a holiday, but I'm off of work now for a couple of weeks. Every day is a holiday to me.
Very true. Very true. Yeah, I was thinking maybe like, because there are so many different types and different breweries out there, maybe like styles and stuff. So, something like a cream ale could be something there. We got Lasurgi saying a chelada.
Nice. There you go.
Action ale. Yeah, I have a chelada in there. Definitely, you're getting them, I think, more of the lager type feel and some stuff. As we already know, that's happening anyway, but definitely a nice Pilsner would be something nice to have in there, I think.
Yeah.
Depending on what part of the day it is, I'll always make room for a Roush beer. So that can always work in my thing. It's kind of like, do you put an IPA? If you do an IPA, do you do a hazy? Do you do a West Coast? I feel like as you get into kind of this part of the year, I might be more leaning towards a hazy. If I put one IPA in, it might be a hazy IPA. I just feel like some of that fruitiness and stuff might kick in a little bit more for me.
Yeah, the only thing with like the heat, like you don't want to be pounding down 7, 8, 9%, killer beers because you're just going to be wrecked. It's too hot outside. So yeah, I think definitely I'm going to lean into something more moderate. Have a couple of them, nice lagers. I'll have this Kolsch here from Kirkland and
Kolsch, very nice. Yeah.
Maybe I'll hit Dovetail or something tomorrow in my travels and see if I can. Maybe if I find a Roush beer, I'll get one in your honor.
Yeah, well, there you go. Do you put an NA beer in the 6-pack?
I would. I'd, get something from Go, something from Best Day, the two people that I've, worked with. I like their stuff a lot. So, yeah, it's a possibility.
Okay, there you go. You kind of mix it up a little bit. And, speaking of beers you can put in a cooler, we can give you that first one free, or not us, but Anheuser-Busch, they're offering to cover 21 plus Americans beer tab to celebrate America's 250th birthday.
I don't know if it's still available because it started like last week and I signed up as soon as I saw it. And actually, like 5 minutes before I logged on, I got the email. Oh, here's your link. So you get like one of those prepaid debit cards. You get like a virtual card with $6 on it. So I'm like, all right, maybe I'll just go to the store and get a couple stovepipes of Budweiser for. I mean, you don't have to. You could use whatever you want to use it. You don't have to buy Budweiser. But I'm like, all right, you gave me the $6. I'll have a king of beers.
Oh, okay. So I thought they were going to give you something. I know it's a digital card for the 6.
Yeah,
I thought it had to be something for Budweiser.
No, you just sign up.
Well.
You just signed up. Give them your name, your date of birth, your email address, and then like I said, and maybe 45 minutes ago, I got something email. Oh, here's your link to redeem your virtual card. So I'm like, all right. So I just added it to my wallet, and I'll use that to get a couple. Like I said, I'll probably get a stovepipe and a king of beers.
There you go. Well, it does say while supplies last. So if you want to get that free beer, check them out. Check out the website. I think it is. It's the Anheuser-Busch website you went to, or Budweiser.
It was like Budweiser.com/America tab.
Yep, there it is right there.
So, yeah, you could just sign up
Oh,
there.
us.budweiser.com.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. America tab.
But, yeah, hey, $6 is $6, you know.
You know, there's nothing wrong with a free beer from time to time, right? You know, even if it happened to be a Bud, like I said, you don't have to use it for Bud, like Dave said, but, you know.
But, you know, they were kind enough to send it my way. Maybe I'll get a Goose Island bomber. Keep it in the AB family.
Grab yourself a 312.
Speaking of Goose Island, and now it's not their fault. They have this location here in Chicago, the Salt Shed, which used to be, if you knew Chicago, or even if you've driven through, you'd see the Morton Salt factory as you're driving on the expressway. Well, they turned that into a music venue. Anheuser-Busch has a brewery, not a brewery, but like a tap room there. I won a $25 gift card usable there. So yesterday I'm like, all right, I'm off. I'll go at noon, right when they open. You can't park. There's nowhere to park there. I drove around like 3 times, couldn't find a place to park. I'm like, I don't know. If anyone's going there, I'll send you the card. It's like, it was one of those things we mentioned. It's so hot. I'm not walking a mile away just to get a beer.
No,
it's too damn hot.
No, it's the heat is challenging.
Yeah,
what you may want to do. It's funny, at work in my office, I came down to take a look and trying to figure out what to go. Last time we have a couple places in our building where we can get actually food, which works out well. But I just came down to kind of look, and it just looked hot out there. You can always tell how hot it is if you watch how people are walking out there. The slower they're walking, the hotter it usually is, right? So just turned around, stayed in the air conditioning, and went inside and got a sandwich or whatever. But I'm not walking any further than I need to when it's hot as it is. So even when we got a parking garage, like to walk from the elevator to the car, it's almost like, really? I couldn't get any closer.
I got my do-rag on. I got like one of those cooling cloths around my neck. It's still too damn hot.
Yeah. We got a happy hour event next week that we'll be going to, and it's about a 4 or 5 minute walk to go there, but I'm hoping the weather breaks that it's not as hot. So shout out to Ray in the house. Alkins. Cheers, my friend. Great to see you, brother. Are you talking about the giving away of beer? That you don't do that in Canada? They don't give you like.
You didn't get one yesterday for Canada Day? They didn't. No free Molson?
I thought your guy Rob down there in Toronto loves to give away stuff for beer. So wish I had more time to explore Chicago when I was there. Yeah, well, you can always come back. You can always come back. Yeah, it's always some good time around Chicago to do stuff. No free beer up here. Because all your money goes to the healthcare system. So
I'll send you a Budweiser, Ray. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Which has been interesting watching just some of the reaction that people around the world have coming to America for the World Cup. Like apparently some of the Europeans were just amazed at some of the places where they get free refills. Because they don't get free refills over there. So they're like, what's this refill thing? So you can literally sit here and drink more and more. There's no extra charge for it. It's like, we have that. And then they started doing the sausage and biscuits and all the other stuff that makes us the nice fat Americans. They're going to go back like looking for shit they just can't get over there. That food
you're not finding the Waffle House. Waffle House in the UK.
Yeah, I've seen some go to the Waffle House. I've seen some go to the Buc-ee's. There's stuff over here you're just not going to get over there. So enjoy it while you're here is what I say. Have fun for sure. But the World Cup has definitely been something interesting. I'm actually watching it more than I thought I ever would, but it's been pretty interesting thus far. Although we got kind of screwed in last night's game as far as the U.S. on a bad call, but leave that for later. It is what it is. Not like we didn't know FIFA had some corrupt things around them anyway, so we take it as it is. But Anchor Brewing, a name from the past that kind of just lingers out there. I know you came across this. The workers are petitioning for reinstatement. And I guess there's some type of dispute taking place from what I've also seen between the new management and some of the previous workers. So anything else that you picked up from it there too?
No, it's just the local there. They're trying to get their people back, which that's the job of a local. Yeah, you want to, get your jobs back if the people want it. I mean, it's been a couple years, maybe a lot of these people have found other work and they don't want to get back into it. But for those that do, the union's trying to get them back. They're saying, they could sign new union cards or whatever if they want to, like renegotiate or get something else. So I just thought that was pretty interesting. There's, been signs in the last month or so that, things might be coming back to life pretty soon with Anchor. So hopefully the people that were working there, prior to Sapporo shutting them down, hopefully they could get their jobs back. I mean, you're starting a brewery up, you'd like to have people that knew what they were doing ahead of time, know the equipment. So I think that would be a win-win for all parties.
Yeah, I would agree on that. It'll be interesting to keep an eye on that to see what they do. In California, is one of the big union states as well. So, they stepped in like they do to try to protect the workers and get them back going again. And, it's
been 3 years. Like reading the end of this article, it's been 3 years since they were shut down in July of 2023. So, yeah, I'm sure a lot of these people have found other gigs or whatever, but those that want to get back, it's only fair to bring them back, especially when your new ownership really doesn't come from the beer world. So I think the more people that you could get back that knows what's going on, they could help the company.
And when they would know like a lot of the machinery and all that kind of stuff there too already, right? In LA, they're used to that production facility, so it would definitely work to get them back in the mix. Yeah. Ray said he has a Blizzard brew in the fridge. He wants to drink, but it may be a collector's item. Well, yeah, that's the life of beer reviewers and beer drinkers there, It's just like you take that risk, And he said, cheers. He had to run there, but right. Great to have you stop in for a bit.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah. It's like some of those beers you pick up sometimes and you're like, I just want to drink a beer, but maybe you don't want to do a video or review it. And it's kind of like, then you have it, you're like, oh, I should have done a review. This is an excellent beer. So sometimes you just don't know.
There's sometimes like you get home, it's a hard day at work. You're like, I just want a beer. I don't want to set up a camera. I don't want to, plug in the microphone and do all this. And halfway through it, you're like, God damn, that's a good beer. And we had Lakefront Brewery. Yeah, they launched its heat advisory menu to protect kitchen staff and maintain quality during summer heat. So that's kind of interesting. Yeah, that's cool for them.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before.
No, up in Milwaukee, Lakefront puts out some really good stuff. So I mean, they're going to have lighter dishes, seasonal ingredients, something that's like quick prepped, so you're not going to have somebody standing over the griddle or standing over a stove all day long. So, cool for them. And, it's that hot out too. You want something lighter, pasta salad, something like that. You're not going to want to sit there and chow down on, T-bone or something like that, or a porterhouse. You want something light.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. The other day, it was kind of like trying to pick out something to eat for lunch. Like I mentioned, we have a couple places in our building, and it's like, didn't want anything heavy. One place you can get burgers and all different types of stuff. Another place is more like a pantry type thing, and it's just like, just give me like the chicken salad wrap, right? Something easy. And even when I was eating that, I was like, it almost felt a little heavy because of the heat and everything. But, it's just, you wanted that lighter type fare sometimes, just like that nice crisp salad or whatever. So good for them, looking out for their employees as well. And for the patrons, getting them something a little bit more lighter where they're not weighed down and being affected as well. So nice planning on their part.
And looking at like their menu for the heat, I mean, it's still pretty good stuff. They got a cold smoked salmon salad, beer brine chicken wraps, and like Wisconsin cheese boards, vegetable bowls. So I mean, that sounds pretty good. Sign me up for a beer brine chicken wrap.
Yeah. And I see their drinks. They got the Lagosa Rita, a tart lime ale, which sounds pretty decent in this heat, and a Hazy Rabbit IPA, which complements chilled dishes and provide a cooling counterpoint to the summer heat, as they make mention. So, again, it's getting into it. I think there's another piece that we have here as well where you got to basically come up with these ideas to get people in your spot, right? Make it stand out a little bit. So having a heat conscious menu and selections definitely does work. Hopefully, but
Yeah.
I agree. Lakefront, I've had some of their beers. They do some great beers, and whatever it takes to get the butts in the seats, so to speak.
Yeah, and it's a cool place. Ruby and I went up there, guys, maybe 10 years ago. It was really cool facility, great beer. So, no, big fans of Lakefront.
Okay, excellent. And how's your beer going, by the way? Did you finish already? You still
No,
knocking
I
it
got
out?
a little left. I'll grab one more in a second.
You get this one McHenry Craft Beverage Trail sip and sample.
Yeah,
I like the
McHenry
sip and the
County.
sample.
Yeah, so, I don't know if you want to call it a suburb. It's a little farther than the surrounding county, but it's not that far of a drive, maybe an hour or so. But they're going to do this craft beer trail, beverage trail that started yesterday, July 1st, and it's going all the way until March. So there's an app that you could download if you're in McHenry County. If you stop at these breweries or distilling places, I guess you could check in, and then if you hit all of them, you could get a T-shirt. So not bad if you're in the area, get a free shirt. It's only 8 locations to stop in and see, so you could knock that off in a good weekend. But some really good breweries like McHenry Brewing Company, they're good. Kishwaukee, I'm a big fan of Kishwaukee.
You just got some Kishwaukee beers.
Yeah, I just saw them at my Binny's, so they were really good. I'm a huge fan of Kishwaukee. Crystal Lake Brewing puts out some good stuff. There's a place called Carey Ale House. I'm not familiar with them. Scorched Earth is really good. So Hopped is good, and More Brewing puts out some great stuff. So, a couple of these places I'm not sure about, but the ones I know of are really good. So stop, grab yourself a beer, get yourself a T-shirt.
Or they do have Rush Creek Distillery. Grab yourself a whiskey, maybe, right?
You could do that too.
Yeah. So knock off.
Not familiar with them, but that wouldn't stop me from going in and trying something.
Yeah, wouldn't stop me either. So I would definitely give them a try there. What's up, Nate? Cheers. What's this channel content about? Beer, drinking, beer news, beer stories, beer about anything, and some other fun stuff that we get into. So but definitely a beer-driven channel for sure. Mine, as well as Dave's for Beer in Front. So depending where you're watching us at. Yes, it is. It's Beer 30, which
yes, sir.
There should be an official thing for Beer 30 every day for people. I guess there probably is unofficially, but I'm all about the Beer 30. So McHenry County Beer Trail, and that's all through Illinois too, right? Just to make sure.
McHenry County, Illinois. Yeah, it's like depending on where you are, hour and a half drive. So it's not that close to the city, but it's a really cool area. So you got some good spots out there. I know a lot of people like listen to my show that are from that area. So definitely check that out. Get a cool T-shirt and support your local businesses. Yeah,
if you're looking at something to do this summer, you're in the Illinois area, check out McHenry County for sure. But you had one that came across, it was pretty interesting. So you got this from like a coffee site, I believe, but Craft Beers Decline offers a warning for specialty coffee. Yeah,
I thought it was like pretty interesting. The website was Coffee Intelligence, and they were just saying that like the decline in craft beer, this could be something that, coffee market should, keep an eye on as specialty coffee starts to, they mature as well. So I just thought it was like an interesting article, the parallels between craft beer and craft coffee, because like we all grew up, there was no such thing as craft coffee. I mean, you drank Folgers or you drank, whatever, Sanka if you wanted something decaf.
That's old school right there.
Yeah. But you didn't have, specialty coffee, maybe chock full of nuts. That might have been the most bougie coffee out there, before you had coffee shops in every corner. So I just thought that was a pretty interesting article and the parallels between beer and coffee.
Yeah, I definitely agree there. Funny tidbit is that one of the owners of Rheingeist actually started out as a coffee shop owner. So I actually met him as a coffee shop owner before they got together and formed Rheingeist to make it into a brewery. So that really ties together there. But I don't see as many of the coffee specialty shops now that I used to. So maybe that is the case. You're starting to see a little bit of that decline in that area as well. I mean, obviously you still have your Starbucks, or like if you're doing like a macro and craft, they're almost like your macro type specialty brewery or specialty coffee shop. And if you're traveling on the road somewhere, you might come across a Tim Hortons or something like that, or Dunkin', of course, you'll see. But you used to see a few more of these startups that you don't see as much now. So maybe it is maturing in that market as well. And some of them are starting to maybe get faded out because people are like, well, you know, $8 for a cup of coffee, $9 if I want this specialty type thing or whatever. Economy starts to hit hard on some folks.
Yeah, and I mean, I used to do Starbucks a lot, and I just stopped. I mean, I still drink coffee. I love coffee, but just the way my work schedule is and my work location, like, I don't want to go through TSA to get a cup of coffee, so I don't do it anymore. But I went, like, I don't know, a month or so ago, and I don't drink the fancy drinks. I just want a grande coffee. It's all I want. Just plain coffee. It was like $5. Like, $5 for a cup of coffee? Get out of here.
Yeah. I was over to Dunkin' for that. And Dunkin' will give you like a big 32 ounce for like $2 or whatever. Yeah. So you ever see I don't know what the name of the movie was, but Paul Rudd was in a movie, and it's a clip you can see online. He goes to like a Starbucks. And he's just like, I'll have the large coffee. Like you mean the venti? No, I mean the large. And he breaks down what the word venti really means. He's like, then he goes down. And the only thing that makes sense here, and he gets to the grande. With the grande is actually a large. If you look at it, it's like an hilarious play they have on Starbucks. Like, who came up with that naming system? Doesn't make any sense.
Did you ever see? I still like watch a clip every now and then, and I just crack up. It was one of the early episodes of The Sopranos when Big Pussy and Paulie Walnuts go into a coffee shop, and they're going all these weird names, and Paulie's like, "How do we not get in on this shit?"
I do remember that episode. Yeah. Yes, sir, Mark. Hanging out, talking beer in life. That's what we do. It's just a little bit of entertainment, having fun, enjoying some good beers we're coming across, so you guys know what to maybe look for out there, or hearing what you guys are drinking that we want to look for. Yeah. So, let us know what you're drinking, and we'd like to share that kind of stuff. And both of us, both channels, Rajay Beer Ventures, where you're watching now, and Beer in Front, we have all kinds of different stuff happening. We talk to a lot of people in the beer industry and share a lot of different things. So definitely make sure to subscribe to both as well if you haven't as of yet. But I think I want to get another beer here in a second, because I'm just going to.
I'll let you do it, and then I'll go when you go. I know I got some stuff coming my way from the Kansas City area, so that should be on its way in the next couple of days. So looking forward to trying a couple beers from them.
Very nice.
Yeah,
I am actually going to try a new beer right now that I haven't done yet. This is going to be a breakout because I haven't done a review on it either. But I had one of my colleagues, she sent me a 4-pack of beer from out of Florida. And this is going to come from Crooked Thumb Brewery. It is Rule Number 7 Hurricane Pale Ale.
Oh, nice.
So there's a look at the can there. And, she wanted me to see how I like this one here and to check it out. Has an ABV of 5.1, so still keeping a little bit light there. Get prepared. Rule Number 7 Hurricane Pale Ale is here, named for local meteorologist Dennis Phillips, who is there to help Tampa Bay weather any storm. This pale ale is loaded with citrus and tropical fruit flavors. So, I'm going to go ahead and get into this one. Only thing I would say, Crooked Thumb, date. There's no date. If you're going to do a pale ale, date. India Pale Ale, date. Make sure you know the styles you want to get the stuff dated on there. All beer should have a date, but those are two styles you definitely want to have a date on. Yeah. That being said, let's crack it open and get into it and check it out here.
While you're doing that, I'm going to go grab another one myself.
Okay. All right, there we go. Nice little pour. Get this one off. Cream ale was a nice one to get the party started. If you haven't had the cream ale style and you like something a little bit more lighter with a nice little bit of a creamy undertone, definitely check out some cream ale. One of the most underrated probably cream ales out there is one that really, I think, got it started, Genesee Cream Ale. I like to go back and try that from time to time. When you take a look at this beer, Nice clarity to it. See right into it. A lot of bubble action. Definitely getting some resiny type notes. It's got a little bit like a stone fruit type thing taking place, but not as heavy coming out, a little bit faint. Would like to be a little bit more aromatic. Definitely a nice pale ale. It's got that pininess to it behind that little citrus tropical. It is nice. It's not really as drying. It's got a nice little splash to it, which is a hurricane pale. I kind of feel like you got to have hurricane on you, like a little splash type feel. Don't have it too drying on the back end, which is not. And yeah, it's pretty decent. So I'll have an upcoming review on this beer at some point. But so far, right off the bat, it's pretty tasty.
Well, speaking of hurricanes, I'm going to have one from New Orleans. This is a Beta. I just saw this. This is their 40th anniversary beer. This is honey blonde ale. I used to drink a ton of Abita. Like Turbo Dog was my beer. Like you could get Turbo Dog all the time. That was always like a classic beer. But congratulations to Abita for their 40th anniversary.
Congrats to them indeed. I haven't had a beat in a long time now, but I used to get them in the 22-ounce bombers as well.
Yeah.
They had the bomber section for some of their beers.
That's a no.
That's a no? No?
That. This almost tastes infected. This does not taste good.
I got something for you on that one. Oh, Dave's expressions kill me. Dave's got a bad one over there, folks.
Oh, let me try another sip just in case.
Oh, poor Dave.
There's nothing redeemable about that beer. I don't know if that's infected or not, but it doesn't taste good. Like honey blonde ale. It's like strong, like astringent. It's funky.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 8%. That's probably why it's got that little kick to it. I don't know. It's not good. I'm going to have to go back to that Costco lager.
Just to wash the taste out of your mouth. Oh, poor Dave.
Painkillers and bad beer.
Oh, what's up, Ryan? Happy Thursday to you, my friend.
Happy Thursday, Ryan.
We're living through Dave's pain right now. Throw it out. Life is too short to drink bad beer.
Yeah, I'm going to have another sip, and then if not, I'm going to the Kirkland, the Kolsch. There you go. I'd rather drink 40 ounces Steel Reserve before I drink this shit.
Yeah, 40 ounce Steel Reserve. You know what you're getting there. I haven't had a Steel Reserve in a long time. Good long time. Maybe we should do like an exploratory night and topic of malt liquor, you know.
There we go.
And its effect in the beer community and stuff like that, and have some different malt liquor brands to actually try and stuff. So could be an idea. Could be something to roll with.
That's a Bumline episode.
We got to get
our brother Bumline on for that.
Yeah, we get Bumline Bob on, so you can kind of share. You can kind of be our Yoda and walk us through the whole, you know, the budget malt liquor type.
I mean, I could get Steel Reserve here. Like, I know they got rid of Schlitz. I don't know if they're still making Schlitz malt liquor.
Yeah. But did you hear about Schlitz, that they're actually seeing that maybe to try to bring it back now?
Yeah, well, of course, because everybody was like, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, what else? What other?
Well, we get Mickey's. We get Mickey's here.
Yeah. Like, I'm sure you can find a Colt 45 somewhere.
Like Colt 45 somewhere. You know, they do these like malt alternative drinks, but just to get an actual malt liquor sometimes it's a little bit tougher. But I'm sure it can be done. I mean,
well, Off Color here in Chicago, they put out like right around Thanksgiving. So it comes out in November and it's like an 12% malt liquor. And it's called Beer for Dealing with Your Family because you got to deal with your family over the holiday. So they made this like high ABV malt liquor. So it'll help you deal with all your crazy uncles and relatives. So that's always a good one. But
there you go. Isn't that what we talked about before? Like Natty Ice, they're bringing back. I think on one of the shows we were talking about them bringing that back now.
Yeah.
So I've done my share of Natty Ice, Keystone Ice, Milwaukee's Best Ice. I've been down those roads before. You know, I'm not afraid to take a walk in the middle of the night down those streets. I don't turn my nose up. It's just not usually the preferred way to go, but I'll do it if I need to or if I'm out there. You know.
Well, we'll have to do that. The malt liquor episode will have to be on a Saturday show because we'll both be off on Sunday to
we'll need that time. We don't move like we used to back in the day. It's funny just seeing some of how they dress up some of the Mad Dogs now with new flavors and new design. It's like it's still Mad Dog. It's still Mad Dog, and no. Just stay away from it, you know.
That beer hasn't gotten any better. I'll be right back.
Okay. Poor Dave. Dave has to go replenish his beer and get a better tasting one than what he had there. But I will say this one here, it is delivered as a nice pale ale, as I mentioned. So thanks again to my friend Jess that sent this up. Love being able to try different beers from other locations. Be sure to have Billy D present for that episode. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Is Billy D even still alive though? Didn't he die like a few years ago? I have to double check to make sure.
Oh no, Billy D is still alive.
Okay, he's still alive. Okay, yeah. So
I have a patch, and I'll have to put it on one of my brewer shirts. It's a embroidered patch, a Billy D. Williams Colt 45 patch, and I have that, but I'll have to definitely like put it on a sleeve or something.
So is that Matt now? Mattson with Cincy Brewdads? Because Matt and Ryan are Cincy Brewdads. So Ryan is usually just under his, but now I see Cincy Brewdads, which maybe Matt is the one doing it. But the difference between Natty Light and Natty Ice, Natty Ice, it's an ice beer. So any of the ice beers, what they actually did is a different part of the process where they freeze it and then it ends up strengthening the alcohol when they actually go to defrost the alcohol back out. So that's how you get it to like the ice type form. So you have a higher ABV. The Natty Light is just basically like your watered down, like Bud Light, Coors Light, everything like that type beer. So you have more of a stronger body with the ice beer than you do with the light beer. Overall, taste-wise, I'm not sure that much of a difference. You're still going to be kind of in that natty road, but it's going to have a higher ABV. So if you're looking to get the party started quicker, your ice is going to be the one that's going to really kick it in. And you're only there for the ABV at that point.
Oh, God, this is a good beer.
You went to the Kolsch.
The Kirkland Lager, this GABF award winner right here. This is a solid beer. I don't even know if I got to break that glass because I don't even want something else touching it. So I had to break out the glass that you sent me last year, the Ohio Beer Day. So cheers, Ohio.
Yeah, shout out to the Ohio Beer Day. We actually got Ohio Burger Week coming up here, or Cincinnati Burger Week next week. And I shared on Instagram Sam Adams and the special burger they're releasing, which looks really good. So maybe to swing by there next week. You guys are outside on the porch doing the. I can't believe you guys are doing the porch beers as hot as it is outside because they're here in Cincinnati with me. So it's kind of like you guys got to be almost sweating out there.
You boys better talc. You know, it's fucking hot. You better get some fresh balls, whatever you use. You get titty sweat. You got to help, fellas.
And Ryan said that's a Hellas, right? Yeah. So what you got there. So who actually brewed the beer for Kirkland under the Kirkland? The Shoots, okay.
So it won a GABF in 2023, a gold medal is a Munich style Helles. and they just in collaboration with Kirkland. So it says it's brewed by Deschutes. I don't know if you could see it. It's got their little logo on there.
Oh,
but
no.
$12.99 for a 12 pack for a GABF gold winning Helles. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. It's a rock solid beer for the price. You know, every time I go, I don't go to Costco all that often, but whenever I go, I grab a 12 pack of it.
Yeah. Which is kind of funny because you get that at Costco for $12.99. Now, had that been a Deschutes 12 pack, you're probably paying $19.99, right? So, yeah.
But that's good for Deschutes. I mean, I'm sure that's probably they're pumping out more of that than they are of fresh squeezed or anything else.
Yeah. Matt, you're not wrong. I'm sure. I went out to put the trash out because today's our trash night, so I had to put the trash can out, and yeah, it was miserable. So I know how you're feeling out there. You definitely better shower and get back in.
Yeah.
It's definitely a sauna outside. Although right now it says, 90 degrees still. So hasn't even gotten into the 80s yet.
91 here.
Yeah. 7 brewers were asked, what's the most underrated macro beer? Underrated, not overrated, underrated.
Huh?
Coming in, one of them is Kirin Original.
I couldn't tell you the last time I had that. But I remember I didn't hate it.
Yeah. Well, the Kirin I usually have when I'm like getting sushi at a restaurant, like is you have Sapporo or you have Kirin, right? So I'm having it if we're out like at a Japanese like steakhouse or a restaurant. But I don't hate it. And my wife actually she likes Kirin and she likes Sapporo and that stuff. I think it's it's decent for what they do. Yingling traditional lager, not another one I hate either. Coors Banquet. I think Coors as a macro, I've done it before. I've done a Coors review on the channel. I think it is one of the more underrated macro beers out there. So I can definitely agree with that. Superbock. Now I've never come across Superbock.
Superbock is a solid beer. It's probably the top beer in Portugal. So when I was there 2019, I drank a lot of that. That was fantastic beer. I love Superbock, and reading that it's popular in Massachusetts, I'm going to have to see if we could get that over here. I mean, no, that's just a solid macro beer. I drink that all the time.
And that one is owned by Carlsberg. Okay,
Yeah.
So I've had some Carlsberg beer before. Now the next one, it's not underrated to me because it's the only beer I've ever had to drain pour somewhere.
Yeah.
Leinie Kugel Summer Shandy. It's too sweet for me.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's just not one of those ones I want to pick up and drink. And I've tried more than once. It's just not my thing. So that's one on the list I can't go with.
That's diabetes right there in a can.
Yeah, just go get a lemonade and call it a day.
Yeah.
This one's interesting. Guinness Zero. Now, I haven't done that one on a non-alcoholic. I have had people tell me they actually do like the Guinness Zero, but if you're looking for NA beer, that might be one to give a try.
That's always pretty popular.
Yeah.
I didn't hate it. I just thought there were better things out there. Like, if someone handed it to me, I would drink it, but wasn't my favorite NA, but it's better than this Abita shit I have right here.
Yeah. Poor Abita. 40th anniversary. How? Ryan said that beer is the best beer, bang for the buck, always in my beer fridge. Talking about the Kirkland one there, I believe.
Yeah.
Now you go underrated. I can say PBR is probably underrated for what it is as well. I think that's actually still a decent beer to actually enjoy. And then Matt also agreed there. Coors Light is garbage. Coors Banquet, pretty good. Yeah. 2 different things there for sure.
Yeah.
And we were at Rock Bottom one time, and one of the guys we were with, he was from actually in Colorado, and Rock Bottom has their own beers for anybody that does a Rock Bottom. And he was asking like if they had Coors Light or whatever. And it's just like, and the waiter's like, sure, we have water. That's that what you want, a glass of water? I thought it was like hilarious. Rolling Rock, underrated? Rolling Rock? I don't know if it's underrated. I mean, I've had Rolling Rock in a number of years.
Yeah, I think that's coming up. That beer's coming up in another segment that we have here.
Yeah.
I haven't had Rolling Rock in 100 years, so I don't want to say anything about it, but I don't remember loving it when I had it.
Yeah, I mean, in college it fit well. I mean, it was one of those college beers you just drank. Probably could benefit from doing like some of the old school, take a walk down the road and see some of the other beers that we used to drink that maybe we don't drink as much anymore. And Metalheads, you're right. Drink what you like for sure.
Absolutely.
So the big thing about being a beer is like, don't be a beer snob, right? Let people drink what they like. So it's
If
always
you
fun
like
to talk
it,
about
it's you,
different stuff. Yeah. No complaints on that one there. So yeah, kind of interesting on the underrated stuff. But then the other thing, which was great that you have found out there, discontinued beer that you would bring back from the dead. So this should be an interesting list here.
A couple Firestone Walker beers here.
Yeah.
And they're both great. I remember having both of them, the Velvet Merlin and the Pale 31, which I thought were really good. It sounds like both of these they might bring them back as a one-off, and maybe it's just out in California, but those were solid beers. And talking about Rolling Rock, here's another one.
Yeah.
So I guess the original brewery in Latrobe closed down in 2006. And then they said, oh, it's a shadow of what it used to be. So whatever I guess you're seeing now is not the same as what you had back in the day.
Yeah. That's back when they had the little pony things as well. Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, Rolling Rock. You also had Firestone Pale 31, which, Pale 31, in the words, Blazing Saddles, excuse me while I whip this out. But there you go. Pale 31 right there. So Pale 31 actually is back. It was part of the recent Brewmasters Collective, but I'm hoping they actually restock it in some of the stores as well, because it is a great beer to sit and enjoy. So I've been kind of just taking my time going through those because I don't want to drink them all too fast.
Anchor Steam is on there, so that was, that was really good. The Anchor Steam, I mean, I love that beer. So hopefully, that comes back soon. Speaking of beers that are forgotten, did you see that New Belgium has put out the original Fat Tire as a limited run with the original design on the bottles? So I picked one of those up and did a piece for the podcast, and that's still a solid beer.
Yeah, they need to get rid of the new one and just keep the old one.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and, we messed up. Just like take
New
the L
Coke,
take the L like Coca-Cola did and just bring it back. And then McKellar, George Bourbon Barrel Age, which anything from McKellar has always been phenomenal, anything I've had from them. So I can only imagine how good that actually was. You also had the Cisco Brewers Summer of Lager. Not familiar with that one. I don't know if you ever come across that.
You know what? It looks familiar. I might have had it when I was out that way, but I couldn't tell you anything about it.
Yeah. And then we have Westbrook in their Two Claw, which Westbrook does some great beers. So I haven't had a Two Claw, but would definitely check that out. But they do a lot of good stuff with their sours now too. So Westbrook is pretty decent. So any discontinued beers that you would actually bring back given the opportunity?
To bring them back, yes, but would they sell? Probably not, because there's a reason they were discontinued. Like, I would love to have a Pete's Wicked Ale again. Drank a ton of that. Remember, they changed their name, but Dixie, when they had the Black and Voodoo, and they had the Crimson Voodoo. Like the Black and Voodoo, I enjoyed. I thought that was a really good. I think that was like more like the Merzen style beer, but that was a really good beer.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some out there. I mean, I've always said, like, I wish Stone would bring back their Mocha IPA because I was a huge fan of that. And that was just a colliding of the stout and IPA worlds, and it just worked fantastic together. But like you said, will it sell? It's kind of that specialty type feel to it, so it probably wouldn't sell as much. But just to have back, if they said, "Can we make you a private stash of anything?" Yeah, make me a private stash of the Mocha IPA. Just so I can have that on hand. That was one of my favorites to actually do from back then. And of course, we don't have Rogue anymore, but the Dead Guy Ale was always a solid one that they actually will put out. They experiment with different stuff, but Dead Guy Ale and the Dead Guy, I think the XS was, both of those versions were really good. So
even they had like a chocolate stout.
Yeah.
Like, they had a tap room in San Francisco, which is funny because I think we have another tap room in San Francisco story coming up later. But Rogue had a tap room in San Francisco, and having this chocolate stout on draft, and like you put it up to your nose, and it was like Nestle Quick, and you're like, wow, what is this about? And then you drank it, and it's like, oh shit, this is really good.
Yeah. I will say, and we'll talk about them in a little bit here as well, but Ballast Point Victory at Sea would be one I would definitely say bring back, because that was its top of for anything like an Imperial type porter, they kind of held that down. So I would love to see that come back out again.
Even some of their variants, like they would put out, did you ever have like the peppermint Victory at Sea?
I've had some of their variants. I didn't have the peppermint one.
Peppermint was really good.
Yeah.
They had a peppermint. I mean, God, all of their stuff, back in the day was good. I don't know what they're, just churning out now in just San Diego area, but like their sours were really good. I was a big fan of their grapefruit and pineapple sculpin. I think we talked before about the habanero, which that was the only one that was off
for me. Yeah. But the pineapple on the other one, and then their manta ray was another good one they actually did too. That was another solid one. So yeah, it's there's a few. With the thing you have with you can do it all day with craft beer because some of these things only release one time, right? But ones that were kind of like the main staples are kind of what I'm kind of looking at there. And Victory SC was like their main staple that they had, and then they had the variants that offshoot from that. But yeah, I would love to see that come back again. Ryan said we did a porch review of Roll Rock recently from a can, not a bottle. It was surprisingly solid. Okay,
all right.
Yeah, people's palates change, and people say, well, they lost something here and there. You never really know. It could be just your palate changed as well.
I mean, when we enjoyed these as, in high school and college, I mean, this was before we discovered hops. Now we're drinking, Imperial IPAs, hazy IPAs that are just loaded with hops. So, yeah, you might say, oh, it's not as good as it used to be, but it's probably the same beer. It's just we've evolved.
Yeah. And anything from Listerman, Listerman here in Cincinnati that was such a sad day to see they were actually closing shop. I mean, they went from basically being a homebrew store to having the brewery, and then really the brewery overshadowing the homebrew store, and then finally they went ahead and shut it down. And they were in a spot I would think they would last a lot longer because they were on just off Xavier's campus. So you have like every year you have people turning 21. So you would think they were there. You can't hear me? I can hear. My thing is blinking. People should be able to hear me. Y'all can hear me out there watching. Dave can't hear me right now, but it seems like
I got you back. You were lost for a second, but maybe it's my connection.
Yeah, okay. But Listerman was always a solid one. Yeah, Ryan said we can hear you. So yeah.
Right. Is Listerman? Do they still do like the homebrew stuff? Because I know. Like, back in my home brewing days, they put out a lot of equipment that was like top of the line. That's like stuff you wanted to get, and like I could never afford it. But do they still do like the homebrew stuff there? Or do they just totally shut down? They're
totally shut down. They're going now. So that was a sad day. A lot of people went out for their final days and stuff like that. But strong piece of the community that was lost here in Cincinnati, right? So definitely were a great part. Got a lot of people started in home brewing and had some great beers for those to enjoy that were just, people that wanted to enjoy good beer. So unfortunately, Bass Pale Ale, not available in the U.S. anymore. Yeah, I remember drinking Bass. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I used to love Bass.
Yeah.
Every now and then you'd be able to find bass like at a Costco. They would put out for like St. Patrick's Day. They'd have like a mix pack of like bass and a couple of others. It would be like a St. Patrick's Day mix pack. But yeah, I just haven't seen Bass Ale on its own in years.
Yeah, I haven't either. I'll have to ask some of my buddies that are over there in the UK and stuff, because I know they're probably still drinking. Like I said, if it's not just here, they're probably getting it there. But then Tallgrass, Key Lime Pie, almost missed everything from our Shea Brewing as well. Yeah. Tallgrass was the one in Kansas, and they were kind of the first ones that when I first started doing the beer stuff, that I thought was kind of that reality of don't stretch yourself too thin. Because I feel like they were trying to build out too far. They kind of lost their way, and then it was hard for them to get back to what they were kind of doing. So, but they made some great beers. I did enjoy their stuff for sure. Let's see here. What is up, Mark? I like dark beers, but mostly during cooler seasons, IPAs, lagers, etc., for warm and dark or cold weather. Yeah, there's a lot of people like the seasonality of the beers. I pretty much can drink anything all year round, although I wouldn't prefer. Like, I don't want to crack open a 14% barrel aged in this heat that we're actually facing right now, right? But I can sit here in the house with air conditioning. Well, we've done it. I mean, I've got the air conditioning, so I can sit here and do that. It just usually it's that mindset. Sometimes when you're doing you're going through some beer sessions, it's that feel that hits you. You don't want that heavy type thing. And like this type of year, I like a lot of gozes. I like to get a lot of those with that sour and that kind of salinity type feel to those. I like a lot of Kolsch's around this time of year. Those kind of like refreshing type things.
God, I remember last year. So it was August, and there's this Oak Park, which is a suburb of Chicago. They have their big beer festival, and they invited me as like media member. So I'm like, all right, fine. I was off that day. I was off on weekends. So I go down there, and it was miserable, like this 90, 95, just hot as Hades. And because we got in early with media, you got to go in and like, oh, we have like a special keg. And it was like this Goose Island, Bourbon County variant. And they gave us like, all the attendees had the little, the festival glasses. We got pint glasses. They filled this up. That was the first thing we had at like 11:45 in the morning on this 95-degree day. It's like, holy shit, there's no way I'm done after this. It was really good.
Yeah.
And I drank it. But I'm like, God damn, it's too hot for this.
Sometimes the media perks can backfire on Steve, right? Yeah. Yeah, you will. Well, that's the thing. I actually do have their barrel aged from Wanderer Monsters, and I do want to try it. I just haven't gotten to it yet because of all the other beers I got in front of it right now. I'm trying to go through. I'm probably to the point where I can take a break from IPAs and other pale ales and get back into my stouts. So Wanderer Monsters will be coming up soon on one of their beers. Give it a weekend. Is this weekend for the 30th anniversary? I thought it was going to be like next weekend. Your guys' anniversary is next weekend, right? Cincy Brew Dads, I believe, because I'm going to be in Louisville next weekend for the get together. Yes, Mark, you're right. Role Models. That was the movie with Paul Rudd. It was in the Starbucks and like with the attendant there, which good, funny movie. So, which I feel like the guy that Paul Rudd was starring with, he was Stifler in American Pie. William Scott Thomas, Sean. Oh yeah. I feel like somehow he got blacklisted out in Hollywood somehow, but I thought he was funny in the movies he was in. Yeah. Speaking of Voodoo Ranger, I've had 7.0 ABV. IPA. Yeah. IPA. I read that too fast. I'm like Ron Burgundy. You reads whatever was ever on the teleprompter. Yeah. So, 7% ABV, cold and refresh. Yeah. I've done the Voodoo Ranger series and stuff, and it's funny. I still get a lot of views on the original Ranger that I did from back in the day too. I can go through the Rangers. I know, Dave, you have a different take on it a little bit more than I do, but that Galaxy Force was the one that was just like, yo, this is just totally to get somebody lit. Not really that great, 11%, like, but yeah.
When you're too bougie to drink Four Loko, you'll have that.
Yeah.
Oh, this is craft beer.
So I would temper expectations if you end up getting that G-Force one.
Yeah.
Your party's next weekend. Yeah, because unfortunately I'll be down in Louisville for our YouTube get together. Is the Water Monster before or after the peppermint gingerbread? I gotta still do the gingerbread beer. You're right, from Nine Giant, which is actually right here. Got one of the other beers falling out of the. Got too much beer in the cooler. I got beers jumping out. Like, drink me next. I'll put that right there. This is one that I got from. We're talking about from Nine Giant. See if I can get it closer. This is the Candy Floss. It's a gingerbread beer. So I'll just tell you, it's Candy Floss, gingerbread, and candy canes, molasses, vanilla beans, ginger, clove, cinnamon, milk, sugar, and peppermint, barrel aged. This one is at 13.3% ABV, 47 IBU, 50% bourbon barrel pastry stout, 25% maple bourbon barrel imperial stout, 25% wheated bourbon barrel Russian imperial stout. So yes, I still have to do this one. It is still here. It will get done at some point. It's just hasn't happened yet, but it will. It will. And shout out again to them for providing that beer. It was very nice to do so, and I'm looking forward to drinking it. Nice having a beer when you have your beer fridge right here. It makes it nice and easy.
I'm jealous. I gotta turn off the camera and walk to mine. It's in the same room, but
well, I got this one here and I got the other one over there as well. So
I have to redecorate soon.
Voodoo Ranger IPA. That's what I've done that one with the Voodoo Ranger. I've pretty much done. I did the one Tropical Force, I think. I didn't do the other one, either tropical or fruit. There's two of them. But every other Ranger I've kind of done almost, I believe. Both sound great. Yeah, it's some great beer. I mean, we're in Cincinnati. We have a lot of great stuff here. Where Ryan and Cincy Brew Dads, they can just tell you we have so many good things to choose from. Dave's in Chicago. Dave has great stuff to choose from too, but Chicago is more known than Cincinnati, so we're still kind of like this hidden gem spot still. Drinking anyway. Don't you worry about that. It'll happen. Hoping to give you your initiation of Third Eye next week, Ryan. But I've got to get out there. I just did a few of the Third Eye now on the channel. The next one I got is. And I got a milk stout in there from Third Eye I got to do as well. So, I'm going to get up to Third Eye at some point here for sure, probably in the next few weeks when I get back from Louisville. So it's not that far over there in Sharonville. But, again, they're getting great attention from around the country on stuff. Oh, let's see here. And then we had – this is one I think you had there too, right? Turning customers away. No, this is one I found actually. So
it was interesting.
And this is something that kind of hit on stuff that we've been talking about before, and actually some of the recent videos that I've also shared. But Washington Beer Blog had a piece talking about if your tap room serves beer, you're turning customers away, and basically again talking about having to have a variety of different things nowadays for your brewery to be able to grow. So it was kind of interesting perspective, just something else out there basically saying you got to have more than just the beer at this point.
I
don't know if you had a chance to take a look at it when I put it up there earlier, but it's one of those reflection pieces. And as you explain it to folks, it's just like, just having the beer doesn't always get the people in anymore. What else do you have there to offer?
Yeah, and it's like the article is pretty interesting. Like, you can't just put some random ass cider in there. Like, it was saying that, like, the other stuff you serve has to be a reflection of who you are, and you have to put as much thought into that as what you're, putting on your regular menu. And, don't half-ass something. Put different kombuchas, put different depending on where you are and the legalities of it, like a quality THC beverage. I mean, you have to, meet people where they are. And, you can't just put, if you don't, you have dietary issues. Oh, here's Angry Orchard. No, you need to do better than that. You need to, put out a good product, no matter what it is.
Right. And like here in the article, it talks about long gone are the days of saying if they don't want to drink my beer, they should go somewhere else. And they pretty much ran a survey. The survey says that's exactly what people are doing. They take their business and their beer drinking friends with them.
I keep losing you. I'm going to log off and log back on because.
Okay. Something going on in your end there. Yeah. So it's a matter of be sure to make, you got to be able to make that full package, because we talked before on sometimes where you have a group going out, some are beer drinkers, some aren't. The more you have that can meet those non-beer drinkers, the more you can have a more successful opportunity with your business than having that, not having it, and all those other people go to somewhere else that does have what they're looking for. So it all comes into play. I think Dave was logging on and off. That's just him frozen right now on the screen. Peppermint beer, interesting, I guess. It's an interesting play. The beer itself, Mark, was done at the time of Christmas. So it's off the candy cane type feel with the stout. So that's why you have the peppermint involved in it. And I had the version that was non-Christmas version, and it's a fantastic barrel-aged beer. So I'm looking forward to get into this to see how that actually switches it up. Drinking NA Brew Athletic Upside Down Golden. Okay, nothing wrong with that as well. What do you think of that one there, Metalhead? I've had some of the Athletic. I usually drink some of the Go Brewing. I haven't had any of the, I think it's called Best Beer. I know Davis had that, but occasionally we do the NA, the Deschutes, Black Butte NA I've had, which is actually a good one too. But I haven't come across that one from Athletic. I felt like the ones I've had from Athletic were like, they were okay, but they weren't great. They didn't really win me over. But I have not had the one you're having right there with the Upside Down Golden.
Yeah.
All right, Matt, great to have you pop in. Ryan's always here, so great to see you as well, my friend. Enjoy, have a great 4th, and hopefully this weekend will be a great time. If I get a chance to get down and wander, I'll definitely take a look to see what we got going on, which is probably not much, and maybe I can sneak away for a bit there.
Oh, you can always sneak away, Rod.
Yeah. I got to run an errand at the brewery. Yeah. Texas Rangers. Haven't talked much about, you don't hear much about Texas Rangers. At least I don't usually in baseball much anymore. But they're teaming up with Budweiser, and they're going to try to shatter the Guinness World Record for largest glass of beer. So they are going to do this on Saturday, July 4th at Globe Life Field. They have a 12-foot tall vinyl beer stein being built to hold 600 gallons of Budweiser lager, aiming to surpass the current 550-gallon record set in the UK in 2014. Fill-in will begin at noon ahead of the 3:05 game against the Tigers, with an official Guinness adjudicator on site to verify the achievement by 1:45. So I guess they're going to have everybody who wants some can drink it, I guess, because obviously you're going to have to share. But they're going to try to go for the record on Saturday on July 4th. So I don't know if we'll catch any of that on Sports Center or something like that, but it'd be interesting. It is a pretty big vinyl stein they actually have there.
That's going to be warm. Who's sharing that?
Well, you got to have people drinking. You got to have people lined up to drink. How do you keep that Budweiser cold as long is the question? Because you don't want Budweiser warm. That's for sure. So,
no. Maybe they get like Joey Chestnut after he eats those 1,000 hot dogs. He could come and drink that big ass beer.
Yeah, I think that he would actually prefer to have some left out hot dogs than he would that warm ass beer. Good old Joey Chestnut. Yeah, I guess this is his weekend too for the Nathan Challenge. So we should see him this weekend, barring any type of controversy, whatever, he should be a part. So yeah. So yeah, so that's kind of interesting. People go for the Guinness World Record. Why not? Biggest beer. Too bad they don't have Andre the Giant alive anymore. I mean, that guy can knock some beers out. Yeah. There was a piece that came out talking about 72% of July 4th partiers plan to buy beer and spirits. So they're seeing like the intent grow now of what people may be doing. So we keep hearing about beer going down. Well, almost 3/4 are going to be buying beer, they're saying, for the holiday this weekend. So maybe beer's back on the uptick again.
Yeah, but I mean, it's always a beer holiday. I mean, the weather's warm. You're not. I mean, we talked about like barrel aged and heavier beers. I mean, you don't want to be sitting out there at 95 degrees drinking old fashions all day. So, I think a nice crisp beer is the way to go on a hot day.
Yeah, I think that can definitely be the case as well. Although seeing some of the old people out there drinking old fashions would be interesting.
Yeah. I love me a good old fashioned. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I've actually been drinking more of those, and I don't want to drink a beer if I go to a place with limited options. It's like, just give me an old fashioned, So
yeah.
And then we had drinks. The drinks business had a piece. No, the drinks is the site business section had a piece saying beer considered to be the most American of drinks, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Because not like we created beer, but in America, they consider beer to be the most American drink to actually get. Funny how that works out.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that. I mean, definitely both of us. I mean, we do what we do because of beer. So,
yeah,
I definitely, still see that. And I think beer, while it may not be as robust as it was 5-6 years ago, I still think there's room for growth. And yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah, they say among those who view beer as part of the American tradition, 80% associated with 4th of July celebrations and 80% with cookouts. I feel like, I mean, it doesn't feel right if I grill out and I don't have a beer in my hand at time. You know what I mean? So I definitely want to have that beer to my side as I'm grilling. So I can see that with the cookout. And yeah, you're hitting the cooler at the 4th of July gathering or Memorial Day gathering or basically any type of outside gathering. Like, where's the beer? It's one of the first questions that comes up. Oh, it's in the cooler over there. So, yeah. But you think of beer, like, why not Germany? Why not,
Belgium, yeah.
Belgium, like that, we know country-wise, Czechs drink the most per capita of anybody, so why not over in Czech with the Czechs? So yeah, it's interesting. But we'll take it as America. We have no problem holding that title of having the American beer experience. So yeah, come over and enjoy. We do have the beer snake at sporting events. No other stadiums have those that I've seen. See. Oh, you're good. I might actually call them Cindy now because of that. Yeah. So, oops, lost my headset.
Yeah.
I can now call them Cindy Brew Dads. Great brew. I don't drink regular beer anymore. Been sober over a year. There you go. You have to have the beer to balance the spatula or the tongs in the other hand, right? You feel off balance if you don't have that beer in your hand, Drinking one and flip the burger in the other. Let's see here. And we mentioned earlier, I was talking about Ballast Point. So that was kind of interesting. But Ballast Point is now closing their San Francisco tap room. So it's like, wait, they had a San Francisco tap room? Like, you don't see Ballast Point anywhere, really. So, how do you know where they're even at? Didn't know they were still open on some stuff. But I guess they're still having some issues there taking place.
I mean, they had a Chicago tap room that was open for a couple of years. It was a really nice place, but they closed I think they closed in 2021.
Yeah. It's just been an interesting journey watching them. Like it says in here, Constellation buys them for the $1 billion in 2015, then offloaded it to Kings and Convicts for a fraction of the amount of 2019. And it's not like it was a bad brewery; they were a good brewery. Oh, yeah. They are a good brewery. So it's like, what is this hex they got on them? So yeah. And by the way, we talked about it before, but if any of you guys are looking to get fans of Iron Maiden and want to go on the road, they're still looking for a beer roadie for that contest. Yeah. So you can still go in and become a beer roadie. You know, obviously Iron Maiden does the Trooper beer. Lagunitas is making a beer for them now, but you get to travel with the band here in the States for a month and pretty much be in charge of the beer. So if you got some PTO time,
there you go.
You would do something, you might want to take that up there.
Speaking of PTO, we got to get like on the Europe plan. All these people that are here for like a month for the World Cup, like how much time off do you have? I mean, these people are here for like a month, 6 weeks going to all these games. I'm like, oh, I need to get on your plan.
Yeah. Well, got to remember, over in Europe, they do things differently than we do in the States. So like in France, they don't really have sick days. It's like if you're sick, you just tell them. They're like, okay, you stay home. So it's like other countries, I don't know how they do that and they hold their jobs or whatever, but they haven't worked out somehow where they can do that. But I know they've probably been saving for so long to be able to travel over here for the games.
Probably bank it every 4 years or whatever for the World Cup.
Right. So, but great for them. I tell you what, I bet Boston's happy to see Scotland leave. Because they were hammering them up there on drinking. So it's like they came in and just took Boston down. Like, y'all need to get some more beer in here. So, yeah.
You know, there was even like the fan group, they put up like a billboard or something, thanking Boston for their hospitality. And it's like, thanking the bars. So, it just seems like, it's not here. It's not in Cincinnati. It's not in Chicago this time, but it just seems like it's a fun time just seeing all these videos. Like the fans of England went to an Atlanta Braves game yesterday and they took over like the outfield. And Michael Harris, center fielder for the Atlanta Braves, like these fans just latched onto him and they were making up chants for like Michael Harris. And like he was throwing them baseballs and stuff. And he was like, man, this is lit. But like they were interviewing all these fans and they're like, we've never seen baseball before, but this is fun. And all these people are out there. They've been out here for the last couple of weeks. I mean, this seems like a blast.
Yeah, that's what I would say. Like, if I ever go to an actual soccer game, I want to do it overseas.
Oh, yeah.
Because overseas is how they do it up right over there, and the planning and the fun and the singing and the party and all that kind of stuff. It's just.
I have never been. I'm an old punk rocker. I have been in more circle pits than I can imagine. I have never been more afraid for my life than I was at a soccer game in Italy. I was like, holy fuck. I mean, Ruby and I left in the second half. I'm like, we got to get out of here. I mean, we were there and it was Lazio and we were in Rome. So it was at the Olympic Coliseum, famous venue. And that was Lazio's home. And they were playing Inter Milan. Last game of the season, the winner gets the championship. So Ruby bought the ticket. She's like, "Oh, we got us in the super fan section." These motherfuckers still want Mussolini back. These people are like hardcore fascists. I got knocked on my ass. It wasn't like deliberately, but like everybody was cheering. Lazio scored a goal. I got knocked down, and like I get up, and I'm like, "There's more of them than there is of me." Oh, it's all right. We're good, bro. We're good. It's all right. That's some hardcore shit right there, but it was fun.
Yeah. It gets a little crazy over there, and it would just be a great experience to actually go over there. But I'm glad that people are having fun coming over here, kind of seeing some of the stuff, and just seeing the delight. Just again, watching some of the videos of the people's expressions when they first encounter, as we talked about earlier, like a Waffle House or something like that.
Yeah.
Just seeing the stuff that here, like. They were showing other videos. People talking about how sad they were going to be when they get back home because they can't get into stuff they've been having and stuff. Yeah. It's kind of crazy, but yeah, it's been a pretty good experience. So it's been kind of nice to just see all that stuff happening. So yeah, the best decision made has some great. They do have some great craft ones out in Arizona. I know Joe D. He actually does stuff from out in Arizona for his channel, and they always got some good beers and stuff they're talking about. Yeah. So, but for you, Metal, the NA beer, not the worst time ever to be drinking NA beer, because the NA beer options are great that they're coming out with. And what was the one that you said you had, Dave? I was trying to remember. You were going. Was it Brew? Best Day, Brew Day.
Best Day.
Yeah,
Best Day is really good. Like all of their stuff is really good. They have like a lager mix pack out now that was really good. Nice, crisp, refreshing lagers. Like their biggest one is a Galaxy Ripple, somebody else. But they have like a nice like IPA that's really good. Like I think Best Day and Go right now are my like pound for pound best NA breweries out there. They put out some killer stuff.
Yeah. So I don't know if you've had them, Metal, but that might be something to check into. And I do like Go. In fact, I'm going to be ordering some Go Brewing beers here the next couple of weeks to get some more of their stuff on hand. Because like during the course of the week and things like that, I don't always want to drink a beer either. So an NA option always works out well too. So definitely some good stuff to take a look at. And Ryan said, Dave, how are you scared? Don't you go to Soldier Field?
Soldier Field's fine.
Yeah.
Soldier Field, nothing compared to Lazio. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Soldier Field's fine. Although one time I was at a Bears-Lions game, and this is back in the day. Barry Sanders was my guy. Like, Barry Sanders was my guy. It's like 2 minutes into the game, and there's fights in the stands between Lions and Bears fans. And then, like, Barry Sanders just rips off this 50-yard run. You know, only Barry Sanders makes run like this. You know, he shook people out of their jock straps. And, like, I was happy because he was on my fantasy football team. And this Bear fan's, like, ready to give me shit. I'm like, dude, he's on my fantasy team. He's like, oh, okay, you're good. You're good.
Yeah. I want the Bears to win, but I need Barry to score right now. Yeah. Yeah. It is funny when you do the fantasy stuff, how it does divide you and stuff like that and everything. And people are like, I thought you were rooting for our team. Oh, I am, but I need him to cash in for me. Shout out to Great Lakes Brewing. They're actually about to mark their 38th anniversary next weekend. And they always, if you don't know, they actually do a Christmas in July every year. So they'll be tapping the Christmas ale to take place later on July 23rd of this month. But you have to be at the brewery for that. But it started next week. They're going to have all kinds of parties, Throwback Day on the 10th, and then a party on the 11th, and Family Fun Day on the 12th. But yeah, 38 years. They've been doing it for a while. So I've not been to Cleveland to actually experience that brewery. I do want to get up there at some point when I'm near the Cleveland area, but shout out to them. And
it's a great brewery.
If you've seen Great Lakes and never tried it, I would definitely say pick them up and give them a shot.
I hope it's better than this Abita 40th anniversary beer.
It better be. It better be. Yeah.
But no, I'm surprised you've never been there. It's a really cool brewery. I mean, there's, I don't know if it's myth or I don't know if it's true, but allegedly, like, there's a bullet hole in the bar from Elliot Ness way back in the day. But it's a really cool, like, tap room and experience. I haven't been there in years, but that was always a fun time. I've been there like 2 or 3 times.
Okay. Yeah, I said get up to Cleveland and go check it out for sure. And shout out to Key House in the house. Cheers, my friend. Hey. Happy Thursday to you. And since we had an article on the Pale 31, decided to crack open the Pale 31. I was like, I gotta knock it out. So yeah,
I'm not on Firestone's good list anymore. I'm on the bad list. I haven't been getting anything from them.
They mix it up and stuff. So in fact, I think I'll get their third quarter thing coming up here for the Collective. I think maybe first week of August, either first week of August or sometime here in July. But I got to start getting into their deeper type, which I will get into their deeper beers here as well. But speaking of July, you know what that means? It's July. Which will come first, Oktoberfest or Pumpkin? Because they both come this month.
Oktoberfest will be out soon. Oktoberfest, I think by our next Midwest Beer Show, we'll see our first Oktoberfest.
You think we'll see that before we see the first pumpkin on the show?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. It could be close. They battle in July nowadays. So,
Although I was at Costco yesterday, they had Halloween shit out. I'm like, come on now.
and you're not even to the 4th yet. Get past the 4th and then get to Halloween. You're not even Labor Day. Labor Day is still coming.
The back to school stuff out.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be interesting. Usually that second week of July, you start seeing Oktoberfest or you start seeing pumpkins. So keep an eye out for that coming to a spot near you as well. Which I say both are still way too early to have either out at this point. But, what do I know? And we got to, raise a glass. I would say give a shout out to this person here. Once my system pulls up. We recently, I don't know if I say the name Humphrey Smith, you may not know who that actually is, but he was the owner of Samuel Smith. And basically he just died at age 81, just got, I guess, confirmed and shared. But you think of some of the beers that I've had from over in England, Samuel Smith was always a nice one that delivered and stuff like that. So shout out to him and what they had actually done. I don't know what's going to happen with the brewery with him no longer doing it, but I didn't realize this, but they said he actually used to ban phones and swearing from his pubs up to the point where he just died at age 81.
Right.
It's kind of interesting. I mean,
might not have a lot of people there if you're banning swearing, but hey, good for you. But no, Samuel Smith, always great beer. Like them and Fuller's, used to love both of those.
Yeah. So if you happen to get one of the Samuel Smith organic pale ales or one of the Samuel Smith type beers, make sure you raise a glass to him there and off the stuff that they actually did, because they put some good stuff out for a number of years. I used to like getting around Christmas holidays. You would get like the 3-packs they would do with the glass usually or something. There'd be 3 beers in a glass. So yeah, it was pretty common to actually pick that up there. But yeah, so over across the pond.
Have you picked up? Speaking of that, we were talking about like World Cup and stuff earlier. Have you picked up any of like the special edition World Cup glasses? Because I know. I have, oh God, I can't even think of the brewery name right now. Stella. I have a Stella World Cup glass that I have engraved with my name. And there's another one that's out there now that you buy 2 of them. It's like a European beer and it comes with this cool like World Cup glass.
No, I haven't seen or anything about those. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah. So I have I have the Stella glass, and it's got obviously the Stella, the chalice. It's got their logo. It's got the World Cup logo on the back, and they're like, "Oh, we'll engrave it with your name." So I said, "Oh, put beer in front on there." So I have that glass to add to my collection.
Oh, nice! Very nice.
It was free. I like free.
Hey, free works. That's the best F word out there.
Yep.
And believe me, I know my F words.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. Porch Beers USA on Instagram. Yeah, we're connected there. Yeah, let me know for Oktoberfest. I always said Oktoberfest, so shoot me a message on YouTube or on Instagram or whatever. I'd definitely love to connect. I'm always want to connect with all the other beer people out there and influencers and tubers and grammars and all that stuff. And then Dave also when he passes Chicago at the end of October. Definitely.
Yeah, let me know. I mean, there's plenty of great spots here.
Yeah. I think Jungle Gym's often at Samuel Smith. Yeah, they usually do have the Samuel Smith gift set over at Jungle Gym. So I've gotten that in the past. Breweries here doing special World Cup flights. Mad-Tree and Braxton, yes. Doing those. Yep. I haven't been, it's so funny. Like I've not been to Mad-Tree, but once since being back, and it's like just 10 minutes from me. I need to get over there and do some stuff. So get something set up and see what's happening. And then, we were talking about non-alcoholic beer. There was just a thing that came out from Food and Wine, and in a competition, this was ranked as the #1 non-alcoholic beer, which happened to be the one that Dave mentioned, Best Day Brewing, and their Wild American Pilsner was named Best in Show at the inaugural North American Non-Alcoholic Cup, earning the competition's top honor after blind judging of more than 100 non-alcoholic beverages.
I mean, it's a solid beer. the founder and owner of Best Day, Tate Hufford. I talked to him a couple months ago on the show, and this was like right as that was coming out. And, you know, we were talking like a lot of these NA beers are hazies. And, you know, I was talking to him like you could hide a lot. You could hide a lot of problems behind hops. But with the Pilsner, it's there. It's either good or it's not. And they did a great job on that. So, no, I wholeheartedly agree. Like, if you're looking for a non-alcoholic beer, their Wild American Pilsner is something to pick up. Like, it's something I would drink on its own. It doesn't matter if it's NA or not. It's just a solid beer.
Yeah. I need to try that one. They got best in show. It also got double gold for lager beer for the category.
All right.
We have Phil Ward Brewing Company get best fruited beer with a double gold with their day money. We have Big Grove Brewery get gold for their best hoppy beer for their Zero Eddie. You had Deschutes with the Black Butte non-alcoholic. Yeah. They got a bronze for dark beer. And that tied with Fremont Brewing, who got that for their NA dark. You also had Go Brewing, as we talk about, which we've always, both of us have said our favorite is kind of new school with the Go. And that won gold for best sour beer. Sunsip from Pure Project won silver for best miscellaneous.
Pure Project puts out some good stuff too.
Yeah. And Lucky Science Spirits, they got a silver tie for Spirit and Cocktail and Mocktail with their grapefruit cucumber thyme. And
that sounds really good.
That does sound good. And they tied with Marble Distilling for their peach jalapeno shrub, which also sounds good. I'm a jalapeno fan, so I would give that a go. And the Hopwater, Meanwhile Brewing, I don't know if you heard of them because I know you like the Hopwaters as well. They got a silver. So those were some of the notable people they listed here as winning. So, like I said, the whole NA market has changed from what it used to be. Like, especially for us when we grew up. I mean, so many more options we have now compared to, what it was back in the 80s. So, yeah. So, if you're in the NA side, got a lot of great things happening. And then the other beer story we had out there, which is two things getting together, White Castle and Garage Beer teaming up for a limited edition summer slider kit. So the kit does not include cans of Garage Beer. The kit costs $67, but what the kit includes is 20 beer cheese sliders, 2 strawberry cheesecakes on a stick, 2 gooey butter cakes on a stick, White Castle and Garage Beer merchandise, and coupons for 12 free sliders from the freezer aisle. So at your grocery store where you get like 2 of the 6-packs, I would think. I don't know if the Garage Beer merchandise will then be able to be used to get the Garage Beer later on, but they're teaming up for a White Castle Garage Beer pack. So there you go. And if you happen to be going to...
This better come with like a coupon for a roll of toilet paper.
Bro, at least. And if you're planning, and I do know if you're planning to happen to go to the I'm still coming through. If you happen to go to the Travis Kelce or Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift wedding, Garage Beer is what's going to be served. Yeah. So yeah, Dave, you're the only one that can't hear me because my lights are still going through.
All right.
So yes, that's weird. It's cutting. They cut out or something there, but yeah, I'm good. Hey, Vanessa, welcome in, my friend. Happy Thursday to you.
Hey, Vanessa.
I know Vanessa's got some good stuff happening for July 4th.
Before we move on, I got to give a shout out. To my boy, Devin Douglas. I try to bougie him up and call him Devon, but he's a big Garage Beer fan. He was doing his best to get Jason Kelce to run with the Bulls with him in Barcelona. So he's flying out tomorrow to run with the Bulls in Pamplona, Spain. So big Garage Beer fan. So big shout out to my boy Devin. So best of luck. Don't get gored. Stay away from the Bulls, maybe run on the side of the buildings because you don't want to mess with the Bulls. What was that?
You mess with the Bulls,
you're going to get the horns.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, if he's flying out, I guess he can't try to crash Taylor and Travis's wedding this weekend. What they'll be serving garage beer for all the guests and stuff. So, well, you got to realize too, it is a shadow, but that's because we had the original Ryan with Braxton. So when they sold it off there, let me see here. The wood-fired oven is complete. Oh, nice. And all the curing fires are complete. Tomorrow we do pizza. I made enough dough for 12 pizzas.
Oh, I know.
10 inch. Yeah.
I'm jealous looking at your pizza ovens over on Instagram, Vanessa. It's like, damn.
Yeah. And hopefully you're all settled into the new house now because we haven't spoken a bit. So hopefully that's all well and done and all behind you there too. So, yeah. But as far as beer news, that's all the kind of the beer news stuff we kind of went through this last couple of weeks. But that also says wood fire oven build's been in construction and planning for a decade. Yeah, a decade of planning.
I'll come over with the dough. I got a good beer dough recipe that I use when I make my pizzas.
There you go. Let's see here. Oh, same house under my name now. Not home. Not a renter. There you go. Yeah. That's awesome. Perfect. Yeah. Now, away from the beer stuff that we kind of done before we wrap up, because it is July 4th weekend, maybe a little this or that in a way. Burger or hot dog?
You can't go wrong with either of them.
But if you had to choose one, this or that, you got to choose one.
I'm in Chicago. I got to choose a hot dog.
Hot dog over and it's a hot dog and sandwich, I should ask.
Yeah, it's a sandwich.
You think it's a sandwich? You think it's a
surrounded
sandwich?
by bread.
But it's a hot dog. It's not a sandwich.
It's meat. It's surrounded by bread, and you have your toppings. You have your condiments, no ketchup. You have your relish, your onions,
no ketchup.
all of that. It's a sandwich. It's just an elongated sandwich.
What is the Chicago thing with no ketchup? Is that like just something in the code of Chicago? Like,
oh yeah, I made my niece cry. She was like 5 years old, and she moved from Dallas, and she came here, and I took her. I don't know where I took her to, a Super Dog or something. I'm like, no, you can't get it. We will throw your ass in jail. We will throw your little pasty white ass in jail. You cannot. And she was like crying because she couldn't get ketchup on a hot dog.
That's a crime. We put ketchup on a hot dog in the East, but it is what it is.
Same ass chili on hot dogs too.
No, chili, real chili, not the Cincinnati chili sauce. The real chili. There's a difference between the two. Potato salad or macaroni salad?
I'm a potato salad guy.
You're a potato salad guy?
There's no raisins in mine, so I can be invited to the cookout. There's no raisins in my potato salad. I season my shit. No raisins. I'm good.
Oh, let me see here. Come on over next to the Bradley. Yeah, you fly right into Bradley. She's right there. So you come visit Vanessa. Ryan has that burger for him. Both. I always make both sacrifices, but you got to choose one. You have to choose one. Yeah. I mean, I eat both. She says hot dog is a sandwich. Yeah. Hamburger is a sandwich. Or grilled cheese is a sandwich. She's saying, I mean, it's on a bun. It's on bread. It's between two pieces of bread. Yeah. If a Philly cheesesteak is a sandwich, so is a hot dog. Well, see, we don't consider a Philly cheesesteak actually a sandwich. For us that grow up in Philly or outside Philly, we don't call it a sandwich. It's a Philly cheesesteak. That's it. Yeah. We just kind of leave it like that. And there's a difference between a Philly cheesesteak and like a Philly hoagie. Is it, there's rules to the game. That's all I can say.
We got a place here that flies in the bread from Philly.
Okay.
This place by us, like they're legit Philly. Like they fly in the bread from Philadelphia to make their cheesesteaks. And, I brought it to my one buddy at work. I said, this is the place I go to. And he was like looking at their website. He's like, Mr. Philly, he's like the Philly fanatic. And he's like, oh, wait, I think the bread company's like Omarosa or something like that. And he was like, oh, shit. No, that's legit. That's like a legit Philly cheesesteak right there.
Yeah. It's just but my macaroni salad is good. Okay. Every topping is a good topping, Vanessa says. And she says, and we called them all grinders. Yeah, there's grinders, there's subs, there's hoagies, there's different things for different terminology. But when I first moved to Cincinnati, one of our places here, Ryan knows a place it's called La Rosa's. I thought I was ordering a Philly cheesesteak, and it was a Philly hoagie where it was a flat, elongated hamburger patty, really.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't a cheesesteak. Like, it's false advertising. So, and that was before I found out about Cincinnati chili. Like, what are y'all doing around here?
Yeah.
What
about, like, do you ever do, or is this like a white person thing with like Jell-O salad? Because I love me a good Jell-O salad.
I don't mess with Jell-O salad.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice, like, cherry Jell-O with Cool Whip, and you put some stuff in. Oh, that's the best.
You were just at the cookout for the raisins not being in the potato salad. Now, if you show up with some Jell-O like that, you're back out of the cookout. You're back out.
Oh, God damn. Damn.
Yeah.
I thought I was in.
I've seen that before. I've never messed around with it. That's kind of one of those things that are out there. But you know what? To each their own. I can't say I've never done it, so I can't say I wouldn't like it or didn't like it. It wasn't as appealing to me when I first saw it. So when I got stationed in Indian Head, Maryland, I called a pizza place. They asked for a grinder, sausage grinder. They talked to me like I had two heads. LOL. Yeah. Some places now, if you say grinder, you might look at you a different way too. Yeah. Jell-O with fruit cocktail and whipped cream on top. So, I just never. I've seen it. I just like no. I just So
like I've had that, but like the stuff that we had, maybe it's a Chicago thing. It was like the Jell-O, and it's usually like cherry or strawberry, but it was mixed with Kool-Aid. It was blended, or not Kool-Aid, I'm sorry, Cool Whip. So it was blended with that. So it was like this creamy dish. And then you had bits of fruit in there too.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with Cool Whip.
Cool Whip makes things a lot better. I love to work on the Jell-O with the fruit in it.
Did you know, since I'm doing a piece on Tang, the guy that invented Tang also invented Cool Whip and Pop Rocks?
No, I did not know that. That's pretty interesting.
Stay tuned for a future episode of Beer and Fun where I discuss Tang. But who knew? I went down this rabbit hole. I'm like, oh, this dude should be in the Hall of Fame.
Did you ever do the Pop Rocks with the soda?
No.
When you were a kid to try, that was like the old tale, like don't put the Pop Rocks in the soda and everything like that. Yeah. And it was kind of like, I never ended up doing it, but it was kind of like almost that whole Bloody Mary type thing, looking in the mirror, like you feel like it's an old tale, but you want to try it, but then you're like, I better not just in case.
It's a family show. I'll wait till we go off air before I mention the next Pop Rock thing. Yeah.
New cookout hotness is Mexican street corn. I have not seen that out there.
I have not seen that either.
Grinder does have the different connotations nowadays, right? Like chiffon, Jell-O dessert, like area.
Delicious.
Yeah.
What about the ambrosia salad? Have you ever had that?
I know the name. I have never had that either. Yeah.
I'm going to Google this right now. The ambrosia salad. That could be another. Just a white person.
Why can't it be regular, like just a Waldorf salad and just leave it alone? I've had Waldorf salad before.
All right, I'm going to Taste the Home, and I don't know what this website is, but the ambrosia salad, it's got mandarin oranges, pineapple, miniature marshmallows, coconut, and sour cream. How do you go wrong with that?
I couldn't do the coconut. The coconut would throw me off alone.
No, you got to have the coconut.
Yeah. Because it's probably the flaky coconut, right?
Let me see if it says what it is here.
Because you get that flaky coconut, it gets on my tongue, and I'm just not a fan of that texture.
Yeah, it doesn't say what kind. It just says coconut. But
like when you get like
ambrosia salad too.
When we were like kids and they have like the cake, and it'd be the icing, and they had the coconut flakes on it. It would like ruin it for me every time. Like, I just have to eat the inside and leave the icing off. Pop Rocks in your mouth and add the soda. That was one way you can kind of do that there. Did they tell us Mikey died by Pop Rocks? I think at one point when we were kids. They tried to scare us with that one. Yeah. Corn straight, grilled corn. So yeah, I like the corn in the hugs. That's the other one too. Better better side item, grilled corn or like savory baked beans, like with the brisket and stuff in it?
I'm going with the corn.
Go with the corn? Go with the corn? Yeah. A good thing with baked beans though, with if you got like the brisket and stuff melted into it and it has that like molasses in there. Ooh, yeah. Oh, let's see. Yes, ambrosia, Vanessa said. Grated coconut. See, I can't mess with that. Matt calls shredded coconut paper shaving. That's what it looks like. It looks like paper shavings with the coconut like that. Yeah.
Love me a good ambrosia salad. Now we have to make one. When's the ambrosia salad barrel-aged IPA? We got all these variants out. Who's coming out with the ambrosia salad barrel-aged?
Yeah. You show up with the ambrosia, they're like, you can put that on the table over there.
Yeah.
Vanessa and her brother did a contest. See how many saltines they could do without any water. You could eat at once. He beat me, half a stack stuffed in his mouth. LOL, so dry. Yeah, that's a lot of without water for saltines for sure. And look up wilted spinach. Wilted spinach? Wow. Is that like a part of a dish? What about like better like it's like appetizer? Well, would you rather have like I can't like say wings because everybody likes kind of wing. I'm trying to think if you had like deviled eggs and something. Because I'm a big fan of deviled eggs. I'm just trying to think what you compare deviled eggs again. Like, are you a fan of deviled eggs? You like deviled eggs?
No, especially not like in the summer. It's hot out. That's just not going to end well for me.
Deviled eggs and beer. Yeah, it's not a good combination.
Yeah, I think I'm starting to lose you again. What's like if you had to pick a coleslaw? Are you picking mayonnaise based or vinegar based?
I actually prefer. We call them like it's usually like creamy coleslaw, which I think is a mayonnaise based. So I usually like creamy. Yeah. Usually
I'm a fan of both, but I don't know if I had to pick one, I'd probably go creamy.
Yeah, I like creamy. If I'm putting it on a hot dog, I like vinegar though. You put it on a hot dog. Dave can't hear me for some reason. I think everybody else can hear me except Dave. So, Big Daddy's in the house. Cheers, Big Daddy. Cosmic Kerfuffle from Old Irvin. See, love deviled eggs.
Nice.
Love deviled eggs.
That's a good beer to Cosmic Kerfuffle.
Yeah, deviled eggs are always something nice to enjoy. Make it sound all big and fluffy and stuff to add bacon fat. Well, if you added bacon fat, I might be okay with the spinach salad.
Is my wife watching Real Housewives or something? It's fucking up my internet connection. Damn it.
Dave's having struggles. See, because you're freezing. I don't think you can hear
Honey,
me.
I'm on a live stream.
Ma, the meatloaf.
All right. Well, I don't know. Maybe Rod's here and his picture's gone off of my screen. But all right, what's your best ice cream treat dessert? Are you going to go with the Bomb Pop or the strawberry shortcake bar? I love both. I'm a strawberry shortcake bar person, so that would be my choice of frozen desserts.
Bomb Pop, I haven't had that like since in a while. The Bomb Pop is the red, white, and blue one, so I do like that one. But ice cream, I like some old school, just like a good bowl of ice cream is also good. So let me see if I get the right Dave here. So I have you on twice. Let me see. All right, you there? You hear me now? You're good. Yeah, your other one is still frozen. So
all right. Did you hear
Vanessa
my
had
last
like
one?
it. Yeah, I heard like Bomb Pop. I would choose that probably,
Bomb
but
Pop
I'm also
over a strawberry shortcake.
Yeah, I'm not a big strawberry shortcake person, but I'm also a bowl ice cream type person too. Like, give me a bowl of ice cream, give me a bowl of cookie dough. So you actually give me a cookie dough, and I can put the cookie dough on something like a lemon cake or something like that. I like to collide two worlds. But like right now, the chocolate chip cookie, when I get off the show later, I'm going to put on top of it some Ben and Jerry's ice cream. I like colliding worlds. But strawberry. I was never a huge strawberry shortcake person. The Bomb Pop always reminded. The Bomb Pop's the red, white, and blue, I believe. So I remember that from the being a kid and stuff like that. That's always kind of a cool popsicle to enjoy, to sit back and have. But I've like soft serve ice cream, I would take over a Bomb Pop too. So give me some Carvel or something like that, and I'm good to go. I don't know if you had Carvel where you're in Chicago.
No, but
or Mr. Softy.
My ex-wife from New York used to work at Carvel, so whenever we went up there, we had to go and get, what was it, Fudgy the Whale, or
yes,
I think that was one of their cakes.
Ice cream cake, yeah. I love some Carvel. I don't really. We can get it now in Kroger pre-packaged, but we don't have a Carvel spot like here. But you're a Cold Stone fan. Do you have Cold Stone up there? You like Cold Stone ice cream?
I haven't had it in a while because I'm lactose intolerant, so I got to be careful.
Oh yeah. I like to try to have that at points. Siblings have been discussing their homemade ice cream in our family text chats. Toasted almond bar.
Oh, that's good too.
Yeah,
that's another good humor product.
Yeah. So when you were a kid and a Good Humor truck came by, what did you go for? Because I remember they had the strawberry shortcake one. Yeah. They had the Bomb Pop. They had the chocolate fudge, which was our first one. Was the ice cream dipped in chocolate fudge is how Good Humor started. So I would get that, the fudge bar. I would get that sometimes. So what did you go for? Like,
I don't know. Like, and I always like it would either be strawberry shortcake or remember like the drumstick cone. I'd have that, but I'm always going. For the most part, I'm going to go with the strawberry shortcake. Every now and then, remember it was like a popsicle that had like this ball of bubble gum on the tip, and you get like a piece of gum at the end of it.
Yeah,
would get that, or like the push-ups.
Oh, the push-ups were always good too. Yeah,
you just put some sherbet and a roll of toilet paper.
Yeah, you had to be careful. They rolled down your arm when it was melting and stuff. But the push-ups were good. Now, if it was a Mr. Softy truck, because you had Mr. Softy in the neighborhood, I would get you did get Mr. Softy. So Mr. Softy would have like the soft serve ice cream, but they would also have the chip willies, which were like the ice cream in between the two cookies. I love to get those. Those were pretty good. Or I get the cone with like the rainbow sprinkles and stuff. Were pretty solid. Yeah.
Another good one. I forgot about Choco Tacos. Choco Tacos are good ice cream.
Yeah. Those are something you can get out there too now. Yeah. And I got them all hooked on making butter. You got them all churning butter, huh, Vanessa?
Vanessa, actually, I was just thinking about, I just saw this thing the other day on making butter, and I'm like, that's going to be my next thing. So I might have to send you a message, Vanessa, to get a tip.
Yeah, she churns butter. So, yeah. Strawberry shortcake here is biscuits with strawberries and whipped cream. Well, yeah, but it was a strawberry shortcake ice cream bar back in the day. Well, I guess there still is.
Oh, it's still around.
It's still around. But yeah, like what you have there, like my mom likes that dessert, and my wife does as well. She likes to get that when she sees it. Being from Cincy, a good cookout. These have bratwurst and or metwurst. Yeah. So what is it, Ryan? Brat or met? If you had to choose between the two, which one are you going with? That's the question. Cold Stone was always fun. Yeah. Remember Cold Stone used to make people sing when you like left a tip? I used to feel so bad for those kids. Like somebody did a tip and they had to go do their Cold Stone song or whatever. A real cookout has good banana pudding. I do like some good banana pudding. They don't lie there.
I need to circle back to this metwurst. What is a metwurst?
It's like a sausage. So you have met and you have brat. Like you'll see that like at, you can buy it in our store, but like they're real popular, like with Oktoberfest and the different festivals. So it's like a fatter sausage rather than a hot dog and stuff.
Okay.
I like the met. Like we have some that are jalapeno metwurst, so I like the spice when we can actually do that. But it's basically a big sausage, kind of like you think of an Italian sausage sandwich up there, kind of like that. But it's like on a hot dog roll. So yeah.
Like, do you guys have? I think they're called here torpedoes, where it's Italian sausage, but it's like it's loose, but it's shaped into like a burger. So you would cook it like on a flat top or a grill, like a burger, and would just have it on the round bun with, whatever your condiments are. But those are always good too.
No, I haven't seen those before. That's interesting. Yeah. Vanessa went to the dairy bar. They closed a couple of decades ago. You could get a 12 scoop, son. I don't know how you would finish a 12 scoops. I mean, obviously you can, but I'm like, that's 12 scoops is a lot of ice cream. Yeah. That's asking Wilford Brimley to show up too.
Yeah.
It came across my feed for the recipe for chocolate tacos. Oh, interesting. That algorithm can get kind of crazy. Yeah. Heavy cream. Showed my younger sister how one night with the butter. They're now hooked on making fresh breads too. Yeah, I mean, like I said, that's why we always said if something went bad, we went to Vanessa's house because Vanessa's going to know how to keep us all alive. Yeah. So if for y'all watching or y'all listening back, if the zombie apocalypse hits, find us at Vanessa's house.
Airport code is BDL right there.
Yeah. Right there. I would add a 20 in the Cold Stone tip bucket. That would get him to sing for a while if you gave him a 20. Yeah. Probably go for bratwurst unless the Metwurst is spicy. Yeah. See, I like the spicy Metwurst. Yeah. Big Daddy's like Metwurst. Like he's there with you in Chicago. Yeah. Everything sausages. Oh, yeah. Everything. Yeah. I miss the oldest sausage maker in the Bronx. Well, the other thing too with the Metwurst and the bratwurst, like for you were talking about the ketchup, like people don't usually put ketchup on those. Usually it's like mustard, kraut.
Who puts ketchup on a sausage?
That's what I'm saying. They don't usually put ketchup on that one. You have less people. Well, but you have people put ketchup on a hot dog, but not on like a Met or a brat.
If I saw anybody put ketchup on a brat, you would have to lock me up.
Even during our German festivals, the currywurst.
And the judge would say, son, you're excused. Son, that's justifiable homicide right there. You were excused, son.
Oh, when I was younger, would choose the choco tacos.
Choco tacos, yeah.
That's what she would go with. Ice cream filled, dipped in crunchy chocolate. The wood-fired oven was 400 degrees this morning when I went to do the last full fire. Oh, okay, so it was still cooling down. Wow.
Yeah.
Always got a Choco Taco my Taco Bell order before they stopped. So I didn't know they sold them at Taco Bell for a period.
Yeah. I mean, when did I see one? Like maybe it was Aldi or something. But I'm like, oh, Choco Taco still. That's a premium ice cream right there.
Yeah. It's funny. Once in a while, we'll show like the younger person the old salad bar from like Wendy's back in the day. Like, what is that? And it's like, oh, that's the salad bar. At Wendy's? Yeah, Wendy's used to have a salad bar back in the people tore that salad bar up too.
Yeah.
And they even have the chili on the salad bar.
Yeah. Well, even like the grocery stores before COVID, like they would have it. Now you just haven't seen them anymore.
Yeah. And Pizza Hut, people would go to family nights at Pizza Hut when they'd have their salad bar and stuff like that. Yeah. Calabria pork store, Bronx hanging sausages, all kinds of other Raptors. Yeah. Yeah. That's when you're like in a true butcher shop, right? You're seeing that kind of stuff. Philly was that way with some of their spots and stuff. Like growing up as a kid, my mom would always go to the butcher, like to get the meats.
Grab one last beer here.
Okay. Yeah, some good foods from back in the day for sure. I can just remember being a kid going to some of the places we would get the Italian hoagies at, which were just like phenomenal. I like the ice cream bars on the stick. They had soft chocolate and vanilla sprinkles on the outside and vanilla ice cream and fudge center inside. We used to call them Scooter Crunch. I do, yeah, Scooter Crunch. Yeah, you're right. Well, you said sprinkles. Oh, from wherever you were they called sprinkles or were they called Jimmy's when you were young?
I think Jimmy's is an East Coast thing.
Jimmy's is an East Coast thing, right? So we would call them Jimmy's and not sprinkles. So they'd be like, you want the rainbow Jimmy's or the chocolate Jimmy's? Wonderful meat places to visit in New York City. All sorts of sausage and dry aged. Yeah. Well, you get the good sausages. You get some of the good cheeses from some of the good spots up there too. I tell you what, when we went to Hocking Hills, Ohio, here a few weeks ago, which is kind of like out in the country some, and it was Amish. The food the Amish make, I mean, it's just like we tore up this. I got this thing of a brisket. It was like a brisket salad, and it was like brisket melted into like a potato type salad type.
Oh,
I mean,
nice.
going like that. She was like, I went to the store. We were at the store getting stuff for the cabin we were going to, and she was like, "Do you want a sample to see what it tastes like?" I'm like, "Sure." She gave me the sample. I'm like, "You put it in the cart. Just give it to me. I'll take it." You know,
Just give me the big tub. Yeah.
Yeah, that thing did not last at all for long. And then some of the other stuff they got, I'm like, there's something about that. I don't know, the freshness, like some of the Amish type. That's one thing when we were up in Jersey and we would go over to Amish country in Pennsylvania, just some of the food that you would get, it was so much better. Like, I guess because it was fresher, it was more organic, it was whatever it was. It wasn't like processed type stuff. It was actually, you know, because the Amish was making it. So
Yeah.
you didn't have a lot of kind of stuff in there. So much nicer. Big Daddy hates sprinkles. You hate sprinkles or you hate the word sprinkles? Did you call them Jimmy's?
No, Big Daddy's from Chicago. We call them sprinkles.
Yeah, or you just hate sprinkles in general.
Yeah.
Sprinkles, Jimmy's, these dang silver balls would darn near break your teeth.
Yeah.
Always sprinkles for me. Yeah, here in Cincinnati, everybody kind of calls them sprinkles.
Yeah.
Amish country, and don't get Amish popcorn. You'd be so disappointed. It's miniature. Well, I did get Amish caramel popcorn when I was in Hocking Hills. It was a little bit different than what I was used to because they actually had like peanuts and stuff in theirs.
All right.
But I like peanuts, so I was still good with it and everything like that. I mean, anytime I get it, you know what I do? Anytime I get like something like that, what I end up doing in my mind, I start comparing it back to Garrett's.
Yeah.
Everything comes back to Garrett's because Garrett's is like the top of the popcorn mountain for me now, right? So if I get cheddar, if I get caramel, if I put them both together, going to like, just not there. I'm missing something, right?
Yeah.
You gotta get the true thing. And we do get Garrett's here now at Kroger. So they did get that sent in. But being in Chicago and getting Garrett's at one of the Garrett place at the Garrett stand,
like when it's still warm.
Yeah.
When it's warm and like you have to chisel that shit off your hands, you know, because it's warm and it just sticks to your hands. Like, it's the best.
It is. I mean, I can see, I guess in the same way when people see the Krispy Kreme red light go on.
Yeah.
I'm more of a Dunkin' and Krispy Kreme, but if you get that warm glazed donut at the right moment, it can hit for sure.
Like Garrett's, they don't put it out all the time, but they have like a special run where it's a Buffalo Ranch mix. So it's like Buffalo hot popcorn with like a ranch popcorn. And that's really good tee.
Yeah. Jeez. Yeah. Yeah. When I had to fly in to Chicago, when I went out, the last trip I was on, well, not the last one, I went to Denver. It was the one before that. I went up to Birmingham. And the only thing I went to Midway, so I wasn't at your airport. But as soon as I got in walking through to go to the connecting flight, there's a Garrett's stand there. Automatic. Stop at Garrett's. I need some Garrett's popcorn. And it was right out when it was nice and warm and stuff. Yeah. One type pops like Perfect Spears. Talking about the almost pops like Perfect Spears. Talking about the popcorn. Hey, what's up, Sam? Cheers, my friend.
Hey, cheers.
Happy Friday to you, because Sam's like, I don't know, 15, 16 hours ahead of us. I can't remember because he's down under. Always great to see you, buddy. Krispy Kreme side, yes, great fun. Yeah. Texas. Krispy Kreme, like I said, I'm more of a Dunkin' person, but if I happen to go and get the warm donut, it's definitely a delight to get for sure. So, I mean, who doesn't like warm gooiness? I don't know.
Have you ever been to, I think we talked about this before at this or one of your other shows. You ever been to Maine and have the potato donuts?
No, I haven't been to Maine and had the potato donuts. No.
Those are good. They're like 5 pounds. These things are like dense, but they were outstanding.
Yeah.
It was like a maple bacon topping on this thing. I mean, like you were full for hours after this donut.
Yeah. We had a place here. They closed the location near me. I don't know if they're still doing it, but it's called Holtman Donuts. And they made a maple bacon donut that was just melting your mouth, you know, just so good when you actually got that. I miss that place not being there. That's my Achilles heel. I'm a sucker for it's like the sweets, you know. Doc says, cut the sweets. I'm like, well, okay. If you think I should cut it in half and eat it that way, I will.
Yeah.
103 today, 60 something humidity. Yeah, 103 temperature, or was that at 103 feeling like 103? I mean, it might have been 103 temperature. It might have been feeling heavier. Yeah,
It's hot.
Because we were like 95 and feeling like over 100. I know. Mariano's cheese popcorn blows away Garrett's. Oh, you didn't tell me about this one, Dave.
You know
the one
what?
by
They're
me,
not
super
in
cheesy.
every one. Like, I don't know, Big Daddy. I know, like, they have it at the one, like, right off of Cumberland there. I think they have the popcorn popper, but, like, the one closest to me, they don't. So I've never picked it up, but I'll have to stop at the Cumberland and pick some up.
Yeah, maybe that could be another show topic right there.
Yeah.
Get a showdown between Mariano's and Garrett's, you know.
And I'm a big Nuts on Clark fan. Like, they have those at the airports too. Nuts on Clark has like the Garrett's mix, the caramel cheese. Don't sleep on Nuts on Clark because it's not as greasy as the Garrett's. So that's really good. So we might have to do like a popcorn test here.
There you go.
I got the Nuts on Clark and I have Garrett's at O'Hare, and they give us discounts. So I get 15% off because I'm an employee. Then I'll just have to hit Mariano's on the way home and do a side by side.
There you go. I like it. Stay tuned for that episode coming, folks. But that's a potato donut. So I think she's actually had those, like potato bread. I do like potato rolls. I've had potato buns. I've had potato buns and stuff I use for burgers, which are good. Only one location, I think. Okay, yeah, I don't know how many operations they had or how many branches. I know they had the one in OTR as well, but if they're still around, I definitely give them a shot. Chicago mixed popcorn with the cheddar and caramel is one of my favorite. Yeah, Chicago style, baby.
Yeah.
Cheese popcorn, nice. Each we made caramel popcorn balls growing up.
Oh yeah, popcorn balls are the best.
Yeah, and Arizona in the house. Cheers, my friend. Hope you've been doing well. It's been a while, so Arizona knows some of the stuff up in Columbus. I was actually about to say there's a place in Columbus where Arizona used to be at. Now he's in Arizona, but I've been seeing online where they've got like this brownie type place, and you get 4 brownies. I don't know what the price is, but these brownies are like £1 each. And there's different types. They're basically, crumble cookie.
Yeah.
This is like a crumble for brownies.
All right.
And it's just like crazy and what they actually put on some of the toppings on this stuff. So I'm like, I hope I never find that place because then I'm pretty much just move me to the 5X aisle or something because I won't be able to stop. Brioche buns last month came out. I love some brioche buns. Yeah. It's a nice little feel to them when you have those for burgers. But now I'm going to be all hungry again. So.
Yeah. Vanessa, I don't know if you follow him. He's a Chicago guy, beer guy, Bounded by Buns. He puts out every week, like a different sandwich, and he bakes his own bread and rolls and makes some like killer sandwiches. But definitely, Vanessa or anybody watching, check out Bounded by Buns. Guy's name is Jonathan. I mean, I found some really good stuff off of there. I make my focaccia bread off of his recipe. His stuff's really good.
Focaccia.
Yeah.
Do like some focaccia bread too. Bread is just good. I mean, so many different things you can do with bread. Obviously, liquid bread, but
yeah.
A lot of good stuff you can do. There was a fudge place in Newport, Rhode Island that made sheet pans of fudge. I brought people the entire sheet pan before the holiday. Oh, there you go. We get a lot of fudge places that come to our festivals and stuff. So like we were talking about Oktoberfest, some of the German ones that come over, they'll have like fudge type stuff. They make some really good ones there. Burger, yeah. Well, I mean, I still got to get back. When I come back, I go to Chicago. It's Hot Butcher, and then it's
Bad Apple
across the street. with the burger selections, and it's kind of like I go there for like just like a week and like just try to sample each burger like twice a day so I can get through the whole menu. They do some good stuff there. When the bounce tell you if you get to wander for their anniversary weekend, they'll be selling a print. Oh, cool.
Oh,
okay. Yeah, +7. All right. Yeah. Thanks for letting me know. If you're going to head over there too, shoot me a message if you and Matt are heading down at a certain point. Maybe I can swing by this weekend. We don't really have too much planned on our end, so just let me know. I know, right? Hungry for those. That's the problem with the show. We start off with the beer, but by the time we leave, most people are like, I'm hungry now by the time after I watch your guys' show. So, yeah. Made a batch of 4 gallons of chili, and my brother brought some to a coworker. His wife called up saying she needs more. LOL. Got them hooked. Yeah, my mother-in-law, whenever she comes to visit, one of the first things she asks my wife is if I'm making the beer chili. So I have a special recipe for beer chili. She loves it when she comes up here. So I usually make it. I didn't make it one time she was here, and I didn't realize, but she was really sad I didn't make it. So every time now when she comes back, I make it for her. So
you got to butter up the mother-in-law. Absolutely, yeah.
Well, I'm thinking like 30-something years later, we should be buttered up by now.
Yeah.
There's not much more butter left in it to be buttering. So, yeah. Harlem and Lawrence, Marinos is best. Okay.
If you buy the Harlem and Lawrence one, we were just talking about donuts. Right by there is Allegretti's Bakery. They make some outstanding donuts. I stopped there once when my mom was feeling ill. I had to get some bread for her, and I grabbed a donut for Ruby, and she was like, that's the best donut I've ever had. So it's right there, like a couple blocks away from the Harlem and Lawrence Mariano's.
All right. Cheers, brother.
All right.
4 gallons, best chicken soup homemade I ever made. I'm hoarding the last 4 quarts. But that's everything you make is going to be good. So, I mean, it's kind of like, you know, if you're going to send a care package to Chicago and Cincinnati, just let us know. I know 2 guys that'll be like, okay. Yeah.
I love me some chicken soup.
Chicken soup is always good. It's chicken soup for the soul.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we'll go ahead and get wrapped up here. It's great hanging out with everybody. Hopefully everybody's set to have a great, safe holiday here for the 4th. And we appreciate everybody that kicked us for a bit here. If you're listening back on the podcast, make sure, or on the replay, make sure you got both of our channels down for some of the stuff that we're doing. And then connect with us. We do this every couple of weeks. We'll be back on a Saturday schedule. So 2 weeks from this Saturday, which is a holiday, we'll be back up sharing some more different things and having some more fun. But that says you will ship stuff overnight. I mean, you know,
all right.
You know how to get a hold of me, so we can definitely talk.
Yeah.
But everybody have a great, safe holiday out there. Enjoy, and look forward to catching up with you all soon.
Don't blow off any digits tomorrow. Be safe, everybody.
Yeah, safety. Remember that. And if you have pets, always make sure to check on the pets because of the fireworks. If you have also friends in the neighborhood, former service, military, you know, some of this can be a little shock for them for PTSD on stuff. So make sure you check on those neighbors and stuff as well, and just have a great time as best you can. Mike said it's nice, be cool to some people. Put us on YouTube for nosy art fans like me. Artists, yeah. All right. Cheers, Mark. Mark, it was great having you as a part. And we'll go ahead and sign off so I'm not the rambling man over here. Look forward to catching up with you guys on the next one. Cheers,
all right, have a good holiday, everybody. Take care. We'll see you in a couple weeks.
Thank you for tuning in. It's been a ride. Roger and Daisy, we here with pride. Midwest Beer Talk as we glide. Catch us again. Don't let this vibe slide. Like and subscribe. It's the key. Roger Beverages. Join our spree. Bid in front. We got the flow. Catch us live. The good times grow.